Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops.
My mentality.
Do you think Kovalev will be the same after that? It seems like he's kind of out of it.
Why you say that?
Well, he said he might train with your trainer.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Or already might move up and different
or
stuff.
might go to cruiserweight.
But I don't know. Was that a real quote? Was that a real quote?
It was in a Russian. It was a Russian-based
magazine. That was real.
That he was considering it, not that he was going to do it. Well, I mean, obviously Virgil would have a say in that too, but it seemed kind of odd.
I mean, I'd have a say in it too. I called Bird and said, "Man, we got to talk about that one, man."
That's what I'm saying. It just
we got to talk about that one.
But it's odd though, to me.
I mean, I think it's 50-50. I think a guy can come back from a defeat like that, but I think it's going to be tough for Kovalev. Not saying he can't, but it's going to be tough for Kovalev because his whole reputation was built on being the monster, being the crusher. And then when you get a guy to kind of penetrate that, tells you he's going to penetrate it, and then actually do it, it's tough. You doubt yourself, and self-doubt is the worst thing a fighter can have. So it's possible. You know, it's not like it's out of the question, but it's not going to be easy to come back mentally and psychologically.
What went through your mind in the second fight in the rematch with Kovalev when he kept doing that folding over before the actual stoppage? He did it. I noticed he did it in one of the rounds before that, and he was like doubling over and stuff. And you kind of hop back and like look at the ref. What were you thinking?
Yeah, I got in trouble for that. Verge really, he got on me about that after the fight. He said, "Man, don't you ever back up like that if you got him in that position." But my reasoning was I knew he was looking for a way out. They made so many excuses the first time where I knew if I hit this guy behind the head or hit him, he was going to cry foul, play dead, and now we have a major controversy on our hands. So I figured it's still early, I can get that back, so I backed up. I wanted to get confirmation from the ref. Ref was like, "It's good." So then I went back to work.
It happened in the fight before you too, at Rigondeaux and Flores.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that.
Oh, man.
I saw that in the locker room.
What was your thoughts on Rigondeaux? I heard you having a conversation with Rigondeaux Lomachenko. Is that what boxing needs? Do you think it's a good fight?
I think it's definitely one of the fights that boxing needs. I feel like, you know, it's a place for social media for guys to get at each other and, you know, throw jabs and throw shots. But at some point in time, the end game is to actually fight. And I applaud both these guys for putting it on the line, or, you know, I don't think it's done, but getting close to being done for the end of the year. Like, that's what it's about. I mean, this fight right here, you know, the best fighting the best. I mean, Ndongo didn't have, you know, two-time world champion. He didn't have a long resume of guys, but you have to give him credit for going to Russia and doing what he did, and then going to Scotland and doing what he did. These two guys fought. This is what boxing needs. You know, my fight with Kovalev, the two fights, that's what boxing needs, and then obviously Rigondeaux and Lomachenko as well.
Now, I know you're a modest dude. I want to hear your thoughts on the main event. And some people say you're #1 pound for pound. You've accomplished a lot, Super 6 and everything. Some people might say Terence Crawford is pound for pound. I mean,
he said he would be if he won.
Yeah, Terence Crawford himself. He said in his opinion. So, I mean, what do you think of that, and what did you make of the main event?
I mean, I feel like personally, like I feel like I know what I've accomplished, you know, and I feel like, you know, when I feel like the pound for pound list, I don't think it should be a popularity contest. I think that you know, small group of guys should be guys who have fought and beat the best that they in their division, or, you know, if they moved up over a consistent period of time. That's what I feel like it should be about. Crawford has done that. You know, obviously I'm gonna feel like I'm #1, he's gonna feel like he's #1, but that stuff is interchangeable. It just depends on how a person feels, how they view things. I mean, Teddy told me why he thinks Lomachenko is #1, and I was like, okay, that's interesting. He goes far beyond just the competition. He's talking about, you know, amateur pedigree and mentality and all that kind of stuff, and I never looked at the pound for pound list like that. So I think it's up for debate. I love, you know, Terence Crawford, man, and I just Bud did his thing, man. I'm just proud of him, man. He got all the straps, all of them, all of them.
How was it working with Teddy? I was reading on Twitter. We didn't hear it, but they said you guys were like going back and forth the whole a lot of the fight.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was anything like that. I mean, we had moments where we were, you know, kind of trying to get our point across, but no, I don't think it was nothing like that.
Okay.
It was good. Nah, Teddy was great. Joe, I've worked with him in the past. He was great. He's always, you know, accommodating me and, you know, hey man, you good? Everything is good. And you don't always get that, so it was great working with both of them. Yeah.
What was it like?
You've always been pretty transparent with your fans and with everybody else in the media. There's just some minor rumors rolling around with this move over the top rank. I mean, with the ESPN venture. Is there any rumors or truth to the rumors that you'll be moving over the top rank, or that you're a free agent emotionally and with the network?
No, I'm still with Rock Nation, 100%.
Same thing with HBO as well?
Yeah, I mean, my contract is up with HBO right now. Like, I'm a free agent there, but, you know, my team is talking and working, and like I said, options will be presented in a couple weeks. But I'll tell you this was beautiful tonight. What, you know, Top Rank and ESPN are doing is, I mean, you have to notice what they're doing. And any fighter, I think, will want to be a part of something like this. That I will tell you.
What about Shakur's performance? What do you think of it?
It was good. It's like, I mean, he's gonna have a lot of pressure on him with the pedigree and the buzz that he has coming in. I mean, he's gonna get some of the same criticism I got. Oh, he's being moved too slow. He's not a power puncher.
Like 20 years old.
Let him breathe. He's just a baby. He's 20 years old.
He looks like he's 15.
He's still in his face and his body.
Yeah.
But as he starts to mature, 2 years from now, come talk to me. 4 years from now, come talk. 6 years, then we're gonna see where he's at. I believe if he stays focused, keeps working, and listens, I think he's going to be a champion and be a champion for a long time. That's my humble opinion.
Now, as a fighter, you're very calm yourself. You're very calm in the ring. Do you get more worried when you see like stablemates and Shakur? Yeah, come on. Shakur Stevenson and stablemates fighting as opposed to your own fights?
I don't know if I understand the question. What's the question again, Ego?
So, as a fighter, you're very cerebral and calm in there. You don't really seem to have jitters and stuff. Do you get more nervous when you watch stablemates and Shakur Stevenson when you're managing?
When I watch friends, when I watch somebody like Shakur, hey man, I'm nervous because I can't do anything. I'm sitting ringside or I'm sitting in the stands. I can't do anything. When I'm fighting, it's a lot of it is in my hands. Man, I'm a nervous Nelly, man. When I got people I love and know and respect and fighting, it's tough. It's tough to watch. I don't know how family does it. I'm like, man, this is how y'all feel. So it's tough. Now, it helps when you got the pedigree of Shakur or somebody like that. They make it a little bit easier on you because they're used to being in the winner's circle and they got, their dynamite talent. So